Boston, Massachusetts, the destination for the Lakers. Well, no one controls the pace of a game better than Luka Doncic. He'll be the team's guiding hand as they await tip-off in one of the NBA's greatest rivalries. Lakers-Celtics, tonight in Boston. Lakers-Celtics, coming up next. Don't go anywhere. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. I'm Kevin Harlan, excited to share the broadcast table tonight with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we'll hear from Allie LaForce on the sideline. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Lauri Markkanen.
And you can see his scoring numbers trending down as time goes on. It's not what you want to see, but maybe it's just time to shift his approach a little and start looking for other ways to get points out there on the floor.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. Buzelis out there with Markkanen. Then there's Doncic. Then there's the great one. And for the Celtics, down on the block, it's Tatum with Queta. Pritchard and White are their guards. And it's Hauser in at the three slot. He gets that one. This is a great East-West matchup, GA. These are big-time rivals.
There's no secret. This is a big one. The fans know it. The players know it. The fact that they don't play each other as often makes it even more intense.
5 on the clock. And it's White missing. Markkanen into the lane. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And I like that. Markkanen needs to play like a 7-footer because he's got the talent, but he also has a pretty strong frame when he wants to use it.
Now here's White. Pass to Hauser. Here's Queta. Three-pointer, Pritchard gets the three-pointer to fall.
That's a nice play, getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
And you know it takes skill for you to get your shot up over a bigger guy. Little giant killer. That's impressive stuff. Great recognition of the mismatch, abusing the smaller defender. Poor guy.
Tatum passes to Queta. Here's Pritchard. Here's White. And the three off target. Out to Doncic. Offline with his three. Austin's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Tatum's shot is off.
Okay, it's taking them a moment to find their rhythm, opening the game with some uneven 1-for-4 shooting.
But great one with the bucket.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start. And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Doncic, no good.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
And Tatum has a number of shots to choose from down low. This makes...
Oh, my goodness! What a play!
My. And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Looks like it could be a big night for him. Very strong start here in the first quarter.
The great one. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
First quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. And it's White missing. Los Angeles leading by 4. And now let's look at that play right there.
Okay, that's how it's done.
Woo! Wow.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Here to recognize the Western Conference Player of the Month, the great one.
And what can you say about how huge he has been for this offense? Everything he's done, from the scoring, the shooting, the playmaking, you take him out of the lineup, and there's no telling just how different this team looks.
Now here's Tatum. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket. From outside, off the mark. Well, it was the Los Angeles Lakers winning their last game against the Raptors in Toronto. Hey, Greg, kind of a combo forward. Tatum at 6'8", more than capable of playing up at the power forward position.
And that's where he's mostly played the last few seasons. And his rebounding is more than just serviceable. Credit him for the strength he's added over his career.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Tatum. Pass to the great one. And another three for the Lakers.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Outside, White. Shot to stop the run. Trains it from beyond the arc.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now, here's Doncic. Still without a basket. Markkanen from outside. Rebounded by Hauser. Celtics trail by 9. Pass to Queta. Nice ball movement by Boston. It's stolen by Buzelis. On the wing, Doncic. And it's Derek White with the rebound.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Here's Pritchard. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Yeah, Tatum read the floor and fed the best guy he could find.
There's the great one. Boom, he jams it straight down.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Here's Queta. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
Here's the great one. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. These are the top distributors of the basketball for the last 10 games, as shown on the 2K leaderboard. Well, you look at Doncic, one of the best passers in the NBA, always looking to get his teammates involved. And, of course, the great one, just ahead of him. He's another guy that knows how to get the ball to his teammates, Clark, in places that make them successful.
It's made the fans of both those guys, I think, extremely happy, seeing the way they've been passing and sharing the ball.
Slow going for him this quarter. The defense putting up a good fight.
Queta, the pass to Pritchard. Now Tatum. He's got 8. Back to Pritchard. Shot clock at 6. And the Celtics another 3.
And even though they're down, it's not on him. He's been lights out on offense for them this quarter especially.
Los Angeles with another miss.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
The score now all even. Tatum's got 14 points for the game.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Gonzalez, he's checked in for the Celtics. Now, here's Doncic. 12 points his last outing. Trains the three-pointer.
And when you got someone putting on a show like this, I mean, in the first quarter, you have got to be kidding.
Queta, the pass to Tatum. Now Gonzalez. He's defended by Reed. The kick out to Tatum. And again, Boston with the triple.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And here is Los Angeles now. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Yeah, they seem unfazed by the hostile environment. I mean, just look at how efficiently they shot the ball. One of the craziest dunks we've seen. Tatum with the bounce.
Los Angeles has gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. So, Greg, tonight is night 2 of the back-to-back. These can't be easy to play in.
Yeah, this is a test of will and really of conditioning as well. I expect there to be some big swings tonight. Should be a fun one.
Well, when you send him to the line, you know what the outcome is likely to be.
And it's George missing. The Lakers leading. Here's the great one, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Oh, another huge night for Tatum. One of the top scorers in the NBA. Jason beats you in so many different ways.
All right, I'm just getting this in my headset. I'm told we have Shams Charania, our 2K insider, on the line. He's now with us, and some important NBA news. Hey, Shams, what do you have for us?
Hey, Kevin. Even though it's still early in the season, the Miami Heat front office is getting things done. They're bringing in Miles Bridges to shore up the front court of this team. Bridges is a minutes-eating, rebound-grabbing, explosive finisher, and I'm told this club knows that a player like Bridges brings competitive edge in close games. That boosts your chances to win in clutch time.
Thanks again, Shams, as always. Basket good.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Pass to the great one. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Pritchard passes to Queta. Back to Pritchard. Now, here is George. Pritchard gets the bucket. Pritchard's got 7 points.
Continuing to impress as a playmaker. George's ability to facilitate an offense is one of his many strengths.
Sinks the three-pointer.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Here's Pritchard. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Wizards in Washington. Tatum drives in. Right side Gonzalez. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's the great one. Oh my goodness, the slam! And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, they're in control on both ends of the court, and it's always impressive when you build a double-digit lead in the first quarter.
You watch Jason Tatum, Richard. He looks comfortable in everything he does.
And even though it's a hard game, he just makes it look so easy. And I think being an NBA champion, that's giving him a little boost in confidence.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Garza's checked in, and Sam Hauser subbed in for Gonzalez. And defensively, man, the Celtics sure switch a lot.
Yeah, that strategy is the norm in the NBA. They have versatile defenders that do it, though, and it's still a big part of how they stifled their opponent's three-point shooting.
And Boston has possession, following the bucket by the Lakers.
You can't lose track of BG. He is a lethal catch-and-shoot option.
Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Bangs home the trifecta. The great one's got 43 points.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now, here's Tatum. 26 points for him. Pritchard with the ball. Just 5 to shoot. And again, Boston with the triple.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We've got more in store for you right after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Los Angeles?
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
And one more thing they've done well tonight. They've attacked the rim.
Pritchard and White are their guards. Paul George is out there with Tatum. And it's Garza in at the 5 spot. He's in the game for the Celtics.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Lakers leading by 12. Pass to the Great One. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. The Great One's got 48.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Connects from three-point range.
And George hits him with the clap-back 3.
Los Angeles has gone an even 50% from three-point range in the second quarter, 4 for 8. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Over in the corner, Doncic. And another 3 for the Lakers.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Pritchard gets the bucket.
It's just one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling.
Lakers have gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. And another one.
An incredible performance tonight, folks. He's at 50.
And tonight ties him for the 5th most 50-point games in NBA history. And here's George for 3. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
That's number 2 for him from long range in the quarter, his 3rd overall.
Takes the 3, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
And the three-pointers are starting to add up. That's his 3rd of the quarter, and it brings him to 4 on the game.
Here's the Great One, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. So, Greg, you played in the league over a decade. What's the toughest thing about being a pro basketball player?
Lots of things. To me, it's just keeping your spot. Every year, there's just so much talent coming in. So holding on to a place on the roster, then that can be as difficult as anything.
Robinson's checked in for Boston. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks, guys. Jason Tatum keeping the main thing the main thing. He said there are players that get caught up in the lifestyle, and they choose that over the game. The money is a plus, yes, but I truly love the game because I love basketball, not for the things that come with it. Back to you guys.
You'll love to hear it. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Robinson sets a screen for Tatum. A three-pointer off the mark.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Out to the wing. Three-pointer, Markkanen. Garza pulls it in. Celtics trail by 13. And here is Tatum. He has 30. The three-pointer is right on target. White's got 6 points in the quarter.
No one there to contest, so he just drops it in like he's at the rec league.
Markkanen in the corner. The 3 hits it from three-point range. Markkanen's got 8 points.
And there's Markkanen with the response. Gotta love this guy's moxie.
Doncic with the steal. Three-pointer. Miss number 6 for him. He's made 2 of his 8 attempts.
And even though he hasn't been himself, it hasn't affected his team too much. They've still got the lead.
White, wide open. He fires. And again, Boston with the triple.
He's looking much more confident here in the second quarter as far as his scoring goes.
The Lakers making a switch here. Let's see some of the numbers here for Paul George.
And he hasn't been making as much of an impact with his defense as he had been earlier
in the season. Steal numbers have dropped off in the past 5 games. He'll need to put a lot more effort into his defense here tonight.
And when you get this kind of shooting from him,
100% from the field, they're going to be tough to beat.
Pass to Pritchard. And here is Tatum. Good! Tatum with the contested 3.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Down low. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
.50 seconds left here in the second. Yet another bucket. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Queta, the pass to Hauser. Tatum against Markkanen. Left side, Tatum. Shot clock at 5. Tatum using his size inside.
For his sake, I hope they can come back. You hate to see the performance he's having be wasted in a loss.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Pass to the great one. And it's sent back by White. It's tipped. Three-pointer. Good, that's another bucket.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. And that does it for the first half of play. Lakers lead by 10. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Halftime is here. And what better way to tip it off than to analyze the latest news on the trade front?
This is a big ad in Bridges. Every team's trying to stack those two-way wings, and he certainly fits that bill.
Yeah, he can knock down threes at one end and lock down a score in the other. Let us take some time now to talk about the first half, a commanding performance for the Los Angeles Lakers.
They built this lead by being aggressive and getting to the line. I'm not talking about the cheap stuff either. They're not just jumping into the defenders. They're playing old school hard basketball.
Shaq, I'd love to see you jump into a defender to draw the whistle. You go to the line, he'd go into the 8th row. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. It's been one outstanding game from the great one.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
He knows that that's a strength for him. If they're going to keep fouling, he has no problem taking that.
And on the floor for J.J. Redick as we get into the second half. We've got the great one. Markkanen is out there with Buzelis. Then there's Luka Doncic. Hits the three-point bomb.
And normally near the top, handling the ball. Luka sneaking out to the corner there, getting free for 3.
The 3 from Tatum. No good there. Lakers leading by 13. Here's the great one. Uses the glass to drop it in.
As they set their sights on locking up the win, he has to do everything in his power to make this happen.
Now here's Tatum. Over in the corner, White. Good. good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. To the paint. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
It doesn't take much to get Buzelis up to the rim. He just pops off the floor and is right there.
Pritchard passes to Hauser. And here's Tatum for 3. And again, it's Boston with the 3.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
Hands it from downtown.
He's just lighting them up in this game. The D's going to have to extend a little bit more, or he's going to keep knocking them down from deep.
And how about the hops there by Markkanen? He knows not many guys can block that shot. Good at getting that deep post position.
Back to Pritchard. And it's Boston with another.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
He's going to keep putting up shots regardless of the score. That's the kind of player he is.
Well, every team goes into the draft looking for finishers like these. Here are the most efficient scorers among this year's rookie class. Well, you look at the great one, a great player, 2nd in the league.
He's scoring and finishing at a very high level. I mean, playing within himself offensively and being very discerning with his shot selection.
When you think about Derek White, here's a guy, RJ, who's really grown as a player in all ways.
Yeah, Derek makes smart plays. He's had that experience to see what works and what doesn't, and most often, he makes the necessary plays to put his team in a winning situation.
And really about as good a free throw shooting team as you're going to see. We're getting plenty of proof of that tonight. Another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
Absolutely, and they have to continue to go to him.
The great one passes to Doncic. Kicks it out to Markkanen. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Markkanen's got 13.
He's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
Drills it from outside.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's the great one. He's covered by Pritchard. The shot by Buzelis, no good. Celtics trail by 9. Inside. There's Tatum. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
You really got to tip your cap to him in terms of how he's played today, even if they end up losing this game.
The Celtics shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
Now look, from the moment he stepped into this league, Jason Tatum has been a difference maker. Every team in the league is looking for guys like him. Long, athletic, and most importantly, winners.
Right the pass to Pritchard. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Here's the great one.
Oh, yes! He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go. Baby, it is showtime.
I mean, no comment, but this is just unreal.
Lets it go with a 3. Hits it again. Wow!
What a game. That's 72 points.
He's been simply, Greg, sensational throughout this one. Outside, White. Tatum on the wing. And again for 3.
He's got this defense scrambling, and even when they've got 2 guys on him, he just finds a way to create space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for 3-pointers in a single game. Lets the 3 fly, and it's the great one missing. Celtics trail by 3 to the middle. And again!
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Lakers have gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the third. Some pretty nice work.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
And you've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
And it's so much easier said than done, but now it's all about keeping that momentum going for them. And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
Pritchard passes to White. Tatum with a screen on Doncic. Good on the three-point shot. White's got 24.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Over to the left wing. Pass to the great one. Again, what an avalanche! And there's 80 points.
Wow. Just wow. This guy right now on another level.
It's deflected. Markkanen against White. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
And man, is he in a zone right now. Seems like he can't miss.
Now Pritchard. 18 points for him. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
Over in the corner, White knocks down the three ball. 27 points for him.
And all of a sudden, that three puts them in striking distance, guys. He's had that shot working all night.
And I bet he's thinking that he could close the gap completely if he can keep those threes coming.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds.
And now look at Jason Tatum. This last month, he's been positively spectacular. He's putting up 29 points a game, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. And he does so much for this team, but it starts with the way he leads the offense.
And he's willing to take on the scoring load. And look, he is more than capable of delivering.
Here's the great one. It's good from long range. And the Lakers lead by 8. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And also, guys, they
good. Another from 3.
He's now set the team record for most threes in a game. Unreal.
And a lot of...
Wow. Gotta love that one.
Wow.
That's not what I was expecting.
Me either. I don't think anybody was. Even he didn't know what he was going to pull off on that one. Spectacular.
Oh, he knew what he was going to pull off because you got to practice that one. You don't just come up with a slam like that on the fly. You got to rehearse stuff like that.
And the three ball is good.
He was solid in the first half from deep. He's a guy who can get hot. Let's see how he does here in the second.
The great one. And the rejection by Tatum. White dishes to Tatum. Pass to Pritchard. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 6 assists in the game.
And now with 2 3-pointers in each half, he's really doing his all to help his team out from deep.
The great one with the bucket.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
And, yep, another basket.
And never in the history of the franchise have we seen a game like this. He's putting on a remarkable performance.
It's their all-time single-game scoring record. Their fans will be reliving this game for a long, long time.
And, guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Connects again.
And that score moving him clear into 3rd all-time for scoring in a game.
Well, G.A., you just knew it was a matter of time the way he's been playing. I'm sure he's not finished either. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Boston making some changes. Mars is checked in, and it's George in for Pritchard. Los Angeles making a switch here. There's a minute 34 left to play here in the third. White finds George. 11 feet away. That one, no good. Lakers leading by 6. The great one passes to Reeves. And it's the great one missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Garza. Offensive rebound. Back to White. Beyond the arc. The shot. No good.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger. Nothing soft about the putback there.
And White jams it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
And that's his MOB, physical, get in position for the putback and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
The great one, and good. He hits it again.
And incredible. Never thought we'd see another player score this much.
I mean, it feels surreal, doesn't it? That score puts him tied for the second most points in an NBA game. What a historic night. Tatum from 3.
Good job by Tatum to exploit the space just outside the arc.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Another one goes. Incredible.
And he is ripping through this defense and continues his assault on the record books.
That score moving him clearly into second place for most points in a game. Outside, George. Off target with his 3. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers going into the break with a 10-point lead. They've set the tone. They love their... And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
I feel like we've seen more slip passing big men in the league today than we've ever seen.
Here's Hauser, outside White. Buzelis grabs the board. Buzelis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Out to the right wing. Here's the great one. No good from outside. Celtics trail by 13. White up top.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Hey, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Markkanen passes to Reeves. The great one connects again from distance.
Another 3. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
They just keep pouring in. This is a top 5 all-time single game for three-point shots made. And George kicks to Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. Hauser misses. Lakers leading by 14. Here's the great one. Lays it up off the glass.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
This is what you expect from him, just coming alive and dominating in effortless fashion here in the fourth.
And it's White missing.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Reeves gets the bucket.
There it is. With Reeves, you don't have to worry about his confidence.
Outside, George. To halt the run. And another miss by Boston. Los Angeles has gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the fourth quarter so far. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Boston. 19-point game. We all hear about AI in the workplace, and I don't mean Allen Iverson, although we could put him in the workplace. Greg, now teams are using computers to break down the action.
Yeah, able to use camera tracking to assess credit and blame, right? So maybe the little things in winning plays that went unnoticed, they won't be overlooked much anymore.
From past the arc, and another one falls. Amazing.
Tonight is one more for the history books. Once again, he sets the record for most points ever in an NBA game.
And it may not come as a surprise from him, but goodness, we got to acknowledge his greatness. What he is accomplishing is nothing good. Good. Another from three.
There it is. A shot that puts him at the top of the record books.
Well, Greg is now tied for the mark for most threes in a single game. In one word, amazing. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Outside Gonzalez to the inside. It's stolen. Here's the great one, defended by George. Celtics trail by 18. Queta, the pass to Gonzalez. Some nice ball movement here by the Celtics.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Here's the great one. And again, no good by the Lakers. The Celtics shooting it brilliantly here late. 60% from the field. Pass to Tatum. Tatum draws the double. Now Hauser. Outside Gonzalez. 5 to shoot. With the shot. Here's George. Good on the triple. George has got 9 points now in just the second half.
What an exhibition he's putting on today. This is about as...
And again for three.
The barrage continues, and he's now broken his own record. It's a new mark for the most triples ever in a game.
He said it. If anyone's going to do it, it may as well be me. And he keeps raising the bar. Higher and higher. Triple after triple. Catch him if you can. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. And now it's time for our presentation of the player of the game, the Great One.
And his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. Tatum dishes to White. Here's Pritchard.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the
Second personal foul, 15.
First free throw is good.
At the line, Peyton Pritchard.
Both good from the line that time. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Going inside. Oh, that is a big-time jam.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Another bucket. Wow. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Boston foul, Peyton Pritchard.
And he makes the first.
Team foul. At the line for the Lakers.
He hits both from the stripe. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Down by 15. Now White. Tatum setting the pick for White. Here's Tatum. 6 to shoot. Good, he hits again.
And that's 70.
He's unbelievable.
No second thoughts from Tatum. Just look, he's ready.
From 11, Pritchard rips down the rebound. The Celtics shooting an impressive 65%, having their way with this defense. There's the steal. Launches it. A three-pointer. Good.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Knocks down the three.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Boston foul, Peyton Pritchard. 5th personal.
And the first one drops.
5th team foul. At the line.
So he gets them both. There are some who will say, GA, there are too many threes being taken in today's NBA. What are your thoughts on that?
Hey, if we're cutting back on something, how about free throw? The three-point shootout is arguably the best part of All-Star Saturday, but nobody wants to watch a free throw contest.
Los Angeles leading by 11.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Lakers.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for the Great One.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Outside, White. Pritchard with the ball. Wide open look. Here's Tatum, puts up the three, clean from outside. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome. Clearly a foul.
Peyton Pritchard, 6th personal foul. Team is in the penalty.
First one falls for
Los Angeles, the Great One, taking 2 shots.
And so he hits both. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.